went to Mr. Burns' house. They're taking care of the place. And then the dude's like, "Oh, the kids are playing with like a lawnmower." And then Lisa comes in on a pony, right? And then fucking Homer comes in and he's on the lawnmower, yelling, "I'm drunk."
What?
No, you never seen that?
No.
There's so many Simpsons nowadays.
It was Payawi. Paya.
That's what it was. Son of a bitch shit.
Oh, you need to mute it?
Yeah. Whoops. Whoops.
You guys live or what?
See.
Claro,
Yeah,
claro.
Talking about the Simpsons.
I know, right?
No.
So today's episode, Simpsons take over.
Y'all remember that shit? No.
That's not what we were talking about.
Oh, shit.
That's from South Park.
Yeah. That was small. I was
Simpsons
dope.
did it.
Yeah. Back when the Simpsons were all cool.
I think Simpsons did Radio 915 also.
Simpsons did it.
Yeah.
Simpsons did it. Sons of bitches.
Yes.
Oh
Simpsons
shit.
are Russian.
This guy just showed up out of nowhere.
Oh shit!
You have to say hi to everybody now.
This guy is
Fucking ghost in the house.
pop out of the screen. I know. Right?
Guardian angel.
Just get a chair from over there, man.
Nah, I'm chilling right here, man.
So, already
Damn,
starting
that's Edward
today's
for
episode
everybody
with
wants to
comedy,
know.
I guess. But first off, I want to welcome two special guests here. Anthony Squared, as I wanted to call him, but I don't know if it's gonna fix
You know what?
match.
I'm taking that. That's it.
Anthony Squared.
It's mine now.
It's like the group, right? It's like both of them would be Anthony Squared.
Anthony
It
Squared,
works
yeah,
though
it's-
because I'm a math major at school. So.
Oh shit! Oh
Math
shit!
tutor?
You're a math
Cool.
major. I'm a math major.
Dude, they don't understand us.
Do you have a secret?
That's what I did.
We do, but it has to do with a pie, and you won't understand. No.
All right, together they're Anthony Squared, but individual, we have Anthony Austin Brown here next to me to the right. We have Anthony Aguilar to the right of him as well. So local comedians, guys, they're coming in here and kind of just talking pretty much how the comedian lifestyle here is in El Paso. I mean, we see, we have the comedy strip here, but I don't feel like you guys are exposed as much as it should be. You know what I mean? So talk to us about the life here, El Paso comedy wise.
I started about a little over a year ago, and it was a pretty simple transition at first. I thought it was. I was an actor for a while, but the comedy scene here, when I first started, it wasn't too hot, and supposedly it hasn't been hot. Pretty much as you said, the comic strip is the most exposure you can get. But there's a lot of open mics that opened up, and now there's a lot of room, there's a lot of space, there's a lot of time for a lot of comedians to start or just hone their craft. And so I've seen a lot of people from out of town even, and they'll come over here even just for our open mics because maybe Las Cruces might not have as many, or what have you, or traveling comedians come in all the time and they'll perform at all our open mics, and
It's pretty big
yeah.
here, right? I mean, a lot of big acts have passed through here and gone
Correct.
to the comedy strip.
Yeah, since the 80s, right? I think it's like
Right. But anyway, nigga, like,
And then
all right, so I've been doing it a little bit longer, like 5 years, going on 5 years now. Like, I started in San Antonio, dog. Like, and I used to be just like an impressions and shit.
Oh, okay.
nice.
Yeah, just improv and shit. Just like, look at this fucker,
Hey, did you ever notice that?
Do you do your own characters or?
I do have my own characters. There's this one silly slam. It's like based off my uncle. My uncle's like everybody's got that one family member that's kind of like, fuck, hide your wallets and shit. Right?
Here comes this fucker.
Yeah, right.
Shit.
Yeah, his name's Silly Slam, and he just like knockjaw and shit. Like, hey, bitch, what's up? Give you something to make you itch. Like, ew, what the fuck? So, yeah, dude. But I got a show coming out this Friday in San Antonio, Texas, and heart goes out to Houston. And then in Phoenix on Sunday. So just follow me. Follow me, Anthony. Anthony Aguilar. I use my full Anthony Austin Brown because there's so many Anthony Browns, niggas. There's so many fucking Anthonys, nigga.
That's true.
Yeah.
It's like, hey, what's up, man?
Anthony, I know.
Yeah, right? What the fuck?
I had to
Like,
change my name a bit too. I actually, when I do acting, I do Anthony Aguilar.
Okay.
And when I started doing comedy, I didn't feel like it was gonna sell as much as if I just whitewashed it and like kept my first and middle names. Now it's just Anthony Ryan when I'm on stage.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's easier to like say. It's not as
rolls off the tongue.
complicated.
Yeah.
Anthony Ryan Aguilar is like 6 different like ethnicities, you know. So like it's tough to follow. So I went as Anthony Ryan, but yeah, like the transition from acting to comedy. I was given a lot of opportunities. There's a lot of people like I would like love to name drop, but you know, there's just so many, you know. So
Yeah.
I just like to say like if you guys want to start, if anybody wants to start comedy, like just go out there, you know, do it the first time, just keep going. And one thing that's helped me a lot is, you know, I just you know, I get experience from people like this, like Anthony Austin Brown, that just, you know, he showed me like, you know, not to fear anything. And I was an actor, so I was goofy as fuck. Like I can go on stage and like fucking take my clothes off. Like I don't care. I've never done it. I've never done it. I'm just saying.
You're willing to.
Don't do that.
But
Don't do that.
I
All
would
right
have,
now.
you know, I would have done it. And so when I first went on stage, everybody was just like, you know, just talk. And I was just like, all right, fuck it. Talked about my day and everything. And I thought I did the shit. And so then the next week I show up at the same open mic and I'm like, I got this shit. You know, I did it last time. And I went on stage and in the comedy world, as we say, I ate dick. I ate dick
Wow.
bad.
Yeah?
I
Yeah.
still eat dicks. Like,
And
you still eat dicks.
I do it all the time.
No,
Wait, is this a you know, passable term or is this?
It's what I do in my part time.
Oh.
And then I do comedy also. No. But no, it's true. Like
okay.
Friday nights.
almost
Yeah,
every
Friday
comedian,
nights.
like
Very
Nah,
busy
for
for me.
real,
to this day, almost everybody eats dick. But you learn from it, like not literally eating dick.
No, yeah.
You learn from like screwing up, and you
Oh,
just start
you
getting
lost me.
better. And the best advice I can have for any comedian or people trying to do comedy is just write every day, like write as much as possible. That's like the best advice, like really.
So, I mean, I guess individually, I'll ask you guys this question, and I'll start with you. What got you to transition to comedy? I mean, what was it that, like, oh man, this is really what I want to do?
Well, some comedians will hate this, but I did it just for exposure. I wanted to just like put my face out there to start acting. And a lot of
Gotcha.
people do it. A lot of people have done it, you know?
Yeah.
And so I wanted to do that. And I fell in love with doing my own thing. It cuts out the producer. It cuts out everybody, you know?
Mhm.
They give you that space on stage and you are everything. You are Final Cut Pro. You are the entire show. And so for that little small period, it was the best way to express me as me, you know?
Mhm.
And so I'm not gonna lie, I've considered even just doing pure comedy. Like, but the only thing that holds me back is I just love making movies. Like, it's
Whether it's comedy or any
right.
kind of-
And that's one of my favorite things was to do. We used to do comedies. Even in high school, we did some comedies for a class. We went above and beyond. They tell you to make like a 2-minute video about a subject, and we were like, nah, we'll put commercials in there. And we started doing all kinds of shit, and like we just like went way
OCP
way
commercials.
Yeah.
You put OCP
Yeah.
commercials.
Yeah,
That's it. Yep.
we do all kinds of weird stuff.
Would you
Pretty
like to
much
know
like
more?
Saturday Night Live, but like in high school, you know,
Yeah,
we
that's
loved
sick.
it. And so ever since then, like I have a few friends of mine. One of them is Michael Wante, and like he has his own production company, Real Bravo, and he shares it with a few other people. And what they do is we do contests and all kinds of stuff. Just, you know, like, and that's what keeps me doing acting, is the fact that I have a lot of friends and a lot of talent around me that like
Okay.
just makes me want to spread it, you know.
Gotcha. So
And,
no, and that's
yeah.
good, man. That's definitely good. Anthony Austin Brown, what do you say keeps pushing you individually on keep doing it? I mean, you said you've been doing it for close to 8 years, 9 years.
You know, I've been performing for 10 years. Comedy has been like 5. So,
Oh, okay.
like, the reason why I started comedy, because I always, like, enjoyed comedy. I always, like to laugh, nigga. Like, for some reason, like, as a kid, like, I was that kid that, like, when somebody would fall, I would laugh. I don't know why. But, like,
There's a lot of those kids.
I'm also that
Mommy,
kid.
like, stop, you know, like, but shit, man, comedy, I really jumped in San Antonio, and I that was like after I did music and acting. I started off as an actor, you know. I went to UIW in San Antonio, Texas, the University of the Incarnate Word. It's a fucking mouthful. I don't even know how. But yeah, I got a scholarship from playing an Oompa Loompa, nigga. Like,
Wow, okay. Hey, got the scholarship, man.
like, for real. And I took it for what it was. It was an experience. I loved the people I met. He taught me I was a beast actor, but like I had this one role. Shit, I think I sent you one of the pictures. That shit fucked me up, bro. I was like, shit. And it was around the time Heath was the Joker, you know. So yeah. I'm not even gonna get into that.
Well, we want
That was a very deep time for me.
What part was it?
It was to play the mysteries. I played Satan and Judas in one play. So
shit.
yeah, nigga, they cut my hair and everything. I was just like, oh yeah. I didn't forget that bad. But yeah, I mean, I just got myself into the role and shit, and damn, dude, like it was a beast role. It was cool. Kind of transferred over to my life with some bitches, but like, I mean, it was all good. It was just life teaches you shit, man.
So I mean, how do you guys choose? Is there particular like roles you guys like to play? Like, you know what I mean? Like, do you guys usually just I want this type of role, and or you read a script and you're like, I don't know about this. You know, I don't want to play this guy.
Well, at this point, I've been trying to get behind the scenes more.
Mhm.
So what I have coming up right now is a horror flick that I'm writing, and it's gonna be a short movie. So it'll probably be about 20 minutes. I want to keep everybody's attention, possibly make it a full feature. At 20 minutes, it's gonna be pretty juicy.
Yeah.
If it's one thing that I've always wanted to do is just like have a really great horror flick, you know?
Well, that'd be sick.
Yeah,
man.
and I want to do that, and because of that, like I don't focus as much on like what part I want to play. Now I just want to create parts, you know?
Mhm.
And so like I'm at that point, and before that I was pretty much like a muse for like a lot of producer and director friends of mine. Anytime they wanted to do something, I was like, I'll do it for free. I just want to do it. Like
Yeah.
I want to do as many movies as possible. And so at this point, like I've played all kinds of characters. I've done all kinds of crazy things on camera, and yeah. Some things you probably won't see. Yeah.
Some of you have seen.
Yeah. If you subscribe to certain channels.
It leaked.
No, but I mean, like favorite one. If you had to pick, like you look forward to looking a certain, spot.
I
or
actually
role.
like playing or being typecasted as like I guess technically from The Office. It would be Michael, you know.
Oh,
I like playing somebody that thinks that they know everything,
But it's
like
actually
behind their
inept.
back, everybody's like they're incompetent, they're an
What are they
idiot,
talking about?
but they
Yeah.
don't know it. You know,
Yeah.
to them, they are all knowing, and their voice needs to be heard. You know, like,
Yeah.
it's my favorite character to play. I just love it. I love being oblivious to the situation and just playing it off while everybody's like schooling me on like sarcasm. Like, and I can't even notice it's happening, and I'm just playing it off. Like, I just love it. It's the shit.
So I mean, look, I guess that kind of comedy, we all like. I think everybody in here likes The Office, So best show for you, sitcom wise, comedy. Which one would you guys say would be the one that inspired you the most?
As far as sitcoms,
Wait, I want to know what Office character he would be first, Anthony.
What Office character he would be? Okay.
what Office character? I be the black dude in the back with the broom.
Wait, there was.
Stanley?
Getting much screen time.
There was a guy?
Damn, this shit's going on.
There was Stanley.
The ping pong champion, remember? He was always kicking.
Daryl?
Yeah, Daryl.
Yeah.
He was always kicking. What's his name's ass?
Jim's.
All right, sorry.
So sitcom. Best sitcom.
Best sitcom right
Or
now.
just comedy show, in general, I guess.
I'm not gonna lie. Right now, I'm watching Unbreakable. What's it called? Kimmy Schmidt. The Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt.
On Netflix.
Yeah,
I
that
have-
shit's so funny. I can't stop laughing.
So wait, is it a comedy or
It's
or what is
ridiculous. It's a ridiculous comedy.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
It's I think it's written or produced or something by Tina Fey and that group,
Oh, then yeah, it's
yeah,
gotta be
it's
good.
it's so funny. Oh my god, like it just breaks so many like molds and stereotypes and mixes this and that. And of course, I mean the premise is like a white girl oblivious to the last 15 years that have gone on because she was in a bomb shelter
Wow.
for 15 years, and now she's oblivious and she's in the middle of like I think Queens, New York, and so like everybody around her is like black, like Israeli, like all kinds of ethnicities, and they're all calling her all kinds of slurs, and she's just like, I wonder why she called me that. Like, she's oblivious
Like, she
to it.
doesn't know what the
Like,
hell's
yeah,
going
she
on.
doesn't know what the hell's going on. It's so good. Like,
Okay. What about yourself, Anthony?
All right. First of all, Rick and Morty. That shit is.
Oh,
man.
Nice.
It's smart
Nice.
comedy.
Someone had
It's
to
very
say it.
smart comedy.
Dude, I feel like shit every time somebody says that name because I have not seen it, and everybody makes it out to be like it's badass, and I still
It
haven't
is.
seen
It's
It
my
is
favorite
badass.
too.
It's
Yeah,
not
my
that they
favorite
make
too.
it out to be
But
badass.
damn.
It
it's
is
more than a
badass.
comedy, you know.
Yeah.
It's just, it's the best show right now.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But like,
it's
no,
good.
as far as what inspired me, I think it was skit work with In Living Color, like in the '90s.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, shit.
We were watching the videos on the way over here.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I was driving, listening to the videos. I wasn't watching.
yeah.
I was all, who's that?
He was driving. I mean, no, wait. I was. Yeah. No, I was driving, and then I was watching the video.
We got here. I don't know.
We're here.
You know which one was my best one? Was have you remember Drew Carey before he was
Dude, the original Drew Carey show.
Yes,
It was
Drew
the
Carey
shit.
show, yes.
Yeah.
That one was the best one.
Yeah,
I
it was
like
good.
Mimi, I like Drew,
Oh,
I like
it's so
Ryan.
good.
They were all- it was like another show to watch.
Even the boss was funny, man,
Yeah.
in that show.
Yeah, it was the late night homie. What's his name? He has a talk
Craig-
show now.
Craig Ferguson.
Craig Ferguson.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
God, he was good on that show.
Dude, I don't
too.
remember seeing that show.
No?
What the hell? Yeah,
Oh.
the show.
It was so
Yeah,
good.
He even
fucking
played
show?
Bob Barker.
No, well, yeah, but I didn't know he had his own show. That's crazy.
Oh yeah, no, it was awesome.
That's
Yeah,
dope.
that's where he started, I believe.
Yeah, I think it's like on CBS.
K-Fox, I think.
It's on K-Fox?
Yeah, it was on main
like right after
main cable shows. Yeah.
Oh, I see. I don't. Yeah, right after The Simpsons at 10 p.m. or whatever.
That was my
Look,
favorite.
I'm just
show.
surprised nobody here said Chappelle Show. Like,
No,
that
that's
shit
my
is-
shit,
show.
bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's like,
I-
dude.
Also-
ultimate-
Wait.
Also, yeah.
Roll it back. Roll it back. I
yeah.
think
Wow.
he asked us. I think he asked us current
Yeah.
favorite.
Did I
comedy.
say current?
I think you
Okay,
did.
all
I
right.
think
I
if
don't
not,
know.
If
I
you
don't
would have
know.
said
I
like
agree
top
with
5,
them.
it would have been on the list.
As far as comedians, like that dude is the godfather of comedy for me. Like
he's changed.
the
everything.
the originators like Richard Pryor, even Steve Martin, all the old school names I appreciate. But as far as who's like really influenced myself, like Dave Chappelle, dude, like that guy.
For
Sure.
Yeah,
Dope.
of course.
Too dope. So look, before we cut into a break, guys, I have to ask: top 3 comedians, individual. Who's your top 3? Who's your?
You go first.
Okay, my order is, or it's not even any order, but Dave Chappelle,
My order is wait.
There is no.
Dave Chappelle, Jim Carrey, and Robin Williams.
Damn,
Robert
that's a
Williams.
good list.
Yeah.
I think I see Jimmy Fallon at first.
Great. Now I can't pick the same list.
Jim Carrey's dope.
No, I mean, yeah, I love those guys, but I mean, I guess for the kind of comedy I do, like I like doing stories more,
Okay.
and so like if I had to pick somebody that's like really really good at stories, I can't think right now.
Joe Rogan.
No. People like George Carlin and like
Okay.
I guess I have to just list people like George Carlin, people like
Ron
like
White.
Louis C.K. fucking.
Oh, those
just
guys?
Anybody,
Those guys?
anybody they can just like stand up on stage and like put you in a situation that they were in, and they make you feel like you guys are sitting on a couch enjoying a beer
Just
and
talking.
like just talking.
Yeah.
Yeah, people like that. Like I just love watching them because I'm just like I've done that, you know, like,
Yeah.
and, like it's just real contagious, and that's the kind of stuff I like a lot. Other people like I guess that have influenced like the way I like writing is I'm just so weird. I'm a weird person, like naturally, you know. Like I always weird people out, and I don't give a fuck. Like, and so another person is Mitch Hedberg, just because like he did something that nobody else was like doing at the time, and it was like he just was like, I know what a joke is. I'm just gonna write a joke, and I'm just gonna say a bunch of jokes, and like everybody would sit in the audience like, what's up with this guy? Like,
He's just saying
like
jokes.
a second grader could have written that, you know, like. But he was so like consistent about it, and then he would just like chuckle, like he didn't care, like he was making himself laugh, like he didn't care, like he's just having a good time. And eventually he got huge, and like everybody was like, he's the king of one-liners, you know, like. And because of people
they made a whole category.
yeah, exactly. So like people like that are just like great for comedy. Like they show you that it's not just one way you can do it. Like
Dogs are forever in a push-up position.
yeah.
So I actually forgot I wanted to ask this question, okay? And this is because he's made like a lot of good movies that I'm like grew up watching, I guess. But do you guys consider Adam Sandler like a good comedian?
Yo, yeah.
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 It's hard to say good comedian because he's gone beyond that now.
Yeah,
but
he-
if you go to his original when he started, like he was ridiculous.
I have a
Like,
CD at home.
He didn't get on Saturday Night Live
CDs.
for just being like plain. Like
Yeah.
nobody does, you know?
Right.
But him and like on Saturday Night Live, he did some things that like people still talk about as if he was like Chris Farley, you know?
Yeah, yeah.
And I still quote him constantly. And
Hell
like
yeah.
you get dabba doobie, and like everybody knows what you're talking about, you know, like happy dabby, you know, like just like you know what the hell like you're talking about,
Yeah.
you know who he is, you know. And then iconic movies, I mean, that just puts him above like
Everything
a lot of
else.
comedians because he became like a comedic actor and like.
I think he just set the
killed it.
tone on what
Intertwined
comedians
drama.
could get to. You know what I mean?
Exactly, yeah.
And that's
He
I don't
started
know.
making a lot of money as starting as a comedian, and
yeah.
not a lot of people were doing it at the time.
Mhm.
But the people that did, like a lot of them are still doing it. You know, so people
And
have been doing it for
The
a long
only reason
time.
I asked is just because I think he gets discredited a lot. You know what I mean? A lot of people talk shit about
True.
him. And
Yeah.
like, I like the dude. Like, I like Mr. Deeds for me is like the best movie ever. I don't know why. Like, I
Deeds is
fucking love that movie.
hilarious.
It's like lowbrow
Yeah.
humor. It's like people look
Yeah,
down
it's
upon it.
fucking
But shit,
so-
everybody laughs like farts.
Yeah.
You know what, Mr. Deeds though?
Right?
He has an awesome.
You giggle
crew
at
in that
yourself
movie,
at
though.
night sometimes.
Yeah.
Like John Turturro
Oh,
did
yeah.
one of his best performances. You know, like
Yeah.
it was.
I
Some
think-
of those guys were just killing it.
The Jesus?
yeah,
Jesus?
it's all.
You don't mess with the Jesus.
Yeah.
It's all. Was it like that foot will hunt my dreams for the rest of my life?
Yeah, and I agree. And the team he has,
I've
too,
heard that
man. Like,
That's
he-
why he's making shitty movies, and people are hating on him. Like, oh, this movie sucked. You watched it, bitch. Like,
Who's the sucker now?
You still watch them, even though
Paid the
it's
15
Adam
bucks.
Sandler. It's
I
like
think
Tom
the-
Cruise. Like,
ah, Ridiculous
Yeah,
Six
Six.
sucked.
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
it was called
exactly.
Ridiculous Six.
Yeah. To be honest with you, I actually kind of liked it. I mean, I don't know.
He
why
knows
Rotten
he's
Eggs,
ridiculous.
You know, kind of, it scored really low. You know,
was-
I don't know why. I don't-
What was the one with the remote control?
Click. That was a good
That
one.
was
I
a
like that
badass
one.
movie.
that was
Yeah.
I
more
like that
sad than a comedy.
No, but it,
Yeah,
it
well,
Well,
took
he's
a
a
left
good
turn.
like
Yeah.
comedy
Yeah.
drama actor. Yeah, well, it took a fucked up
It
turn.
came out
that
of
was a pretty
nowhere.
good movie.
Everything's
makes you
cool, and then
feel
it's like,
depressed
doom, nobody
about your
cares
life.
about him.
It
Yeah.
does.
That's
It
a
makes
good
you feel-
movie.
Yeah, it's supposed
It
to
got
do
you
that.
off the fucking couch.
Yeah.
You know what? And even I don't know if you guys saw Rain on Me. That shit is
Dude.
deep movie too.
Bomb
Fucking
movie.
deep.
I don't know if I saw that.
That was good.
I don't
Don
think
Yeah.
Cheadle.
But it's not. It's not even really comedy, right? It's more of a drama.
It was.
but
It's a
dude
dramedy.
got down.
Dramedy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
dude got down. So all right, guys, we're gonna go to a quick break. I'm gonna leave you guys off with these guys giving you pretty much their outlets, where you can reach them, and where you can go like their stuff. Any outlets you have? Twitter, Facebook.
Find me on Facebook. I have it as my full name, Anthony Ryan Aguilar. And then on Instagram, somebody forced me to make an Instagram, so now I have one. And I post random stupid pics, and once in a while I post random stupid pics. It's Anthony Ryan 9555, and the extra numbers I have no idea why. The chick that made me do it, like, just made it and
Fucked it all
added the
up.
numbers.
Let's blame
The
it on her.
chick. It's always
Yeah.
the chick.
I'm sure it's like some satanic
She forced me.
combination or something. Yeah.
I think you can change that though. I'm
Can
not
you?
sure. I'm not sure, but I think you can.
Nah, but it's already.
I'll
like,
lose all my
linked, you
followers,
know?
though.
Yeah, exactly.
Nobody will know me.
I won't know
Anthony
me.
and the outlet.
Anthony Austin Brown. If you type in Anthony Austin Brown on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, you will find me.
All right, there it is.
Here
All right,
Statement.
there
Like,
it
is
is.
that it?
Statement.
I won't change it. I won't do nothing.
You can
I will
find
go
out
to
what my
break.
Snapchat is through those three.
See you guys in a bit. Thank you.
All right.
Welcome back. So we got to know these guys. Anthony Squared still here, special guest. Besides pretty much comedy, we wanted to touch some serious issues. So of course, Hurricane Harvey struck Houston and pretty much all southern Texas. I don't know if you guys have seen the videos, man, but this shit looks extreme, like bad, more than I think the media thought it was gonna be at the beginning.
Yep.
It really I was talking shit earlier because there was like there was more rain in 1948 or whatever, but damn, dude, that really is the storm of the century, man. It really is.
Yeah.
It's like for the past like 500 years. It's a fucked up storm.
Yeah, they said that it's unprecedented, and I don't know if it was for the whole world or if they were just saying Houston, but they're saying it's unprecedented.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Dude,
So
all I know it was a level 3, worse than what we've had in the past. But
it went to 4 at the end.
Yeah,
Category.
okay,
it
yeah.
went to 4. That's
Yeah.
what it was at first. So prayers go out to everybody that
Hell
was
yeah.
affected in Houston, because we are in Texas. We are El Paso, Texas, and you know, we're fortunate enough to not have had it that bad. We've had some crazy shit, but not to that extreme. And yeah, prayers go out, man.
Yeah, a lot of people from El Paso went down there, and a lot of people from San Antonio, from all these other places, and even Mexico, man. I saw Mexico's getting in on bringing in help. So I guess we're gonna play a little video right now, kind of just to show. I mean, I'm pretty sure everybody's already seen it. If you haven't, you've been living under a rock probably. But this is just gonna kind of show how things are in Houston right now.
No, all right, bear with me because this thing.
And I
We
remember
started
that
late,
we
remember?
actually sent some police over there to help with the effort.
I think
Yeah.
they left like today, right?
Yeah.
Some
Yeah.
police and also a bunch of Red Cross volunteers and stuff.
A lot
Yeah.
of donations.
When I opened the door, more water rushed in, and all of my stuff flew out, and like it just kept coming in. All I could grab was my wallet and my phone. That's all I knew to grab.
Kids, man.
The kids, dude. Yep.
Our town was destroyed. And it hurts.
Yep. Dude, a lot of oil goes through there. There's a refinery that goes from there, from the port, over to Beaumont.
They have an offshore.
Yep. So
We
it's
just
like,
see the water come up,
yeah.
making sure that all
It
our
hurts the whole
families
nation.
safe. We just kept looking at the water, and it just kept getting higher and higher from 4 in the morning to 7 in the morning.
Some people do
Dude,
care
the
about their
pets,
dogs.
dude,
Yeah.
Pets.
Fuck yeah.
Paid a lot.
horses.
Yeah, man.
There's a picture of like a dog still tied to a post.
Yeah.
And the sun was rising.
Yeah.
I was like, who's taking that picture?
Go save him.
I know. Go get the fucking
need
dogs.
Oh, that's a good shot.
Behind some
This
of
is
their
National Geographic.
homes that they fear will not be there. I'm pretty sure they got back. But they realize
Hopefully.
they made a wise
hopefully.
decision
You can only
by
hope.
putting their life first.
Dude, look at this. Crazy.
Knowing that they can always go
I remember the
back.
flood that happened here. It's like nothing.
Dude, and
No,
then-
dude, because this is
It was
citywide.
huge for El Paso.
Yeah.
It was huge for El Paso because we weren't ready for it. But I heard, and I don't want to take anything away from Houston, I'm not trying to do that, but I heard that New Orleans is getting hit right now too. And that they didn't fix their pumps or something since,
from Katrina?
since Katrina.
Oh my
And
god.
so they're not getting a hurricane per se, but they are still getting tropical storm weather, and they're gonna get enough rain. And right now the waters are rising, and the pumps aren't working. 17 of them or something. And so, you know,
Just a double whammy.
I personally, I don't pray. I'm just put it
No,
out
that's
there.
cool.
But people that do, like, you know, they deserve it too. You know.
Yeah, no, of
People
course.
in New Orleans, you know, they've been getting hit. They're barely getting their culture back and everything. And I heard also that people from New Orleans that went to Houston, that they're having PTSD because
Because
they-
it's
It's happening
the
all
first
over
time-
again.
Oh,
Yeah,
shit.
it's happening again. I mean,
Yeah, you don't even think of that.
some
Yeah.
of these people are
I could see that.
barely getting on their feet again, and
And then it just
Now they have
happens
to
again.
rebuild again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
they had some guy on the news with a trailer, and he was like, "That was my whole life in that trailer," and he was crying just because he got to talk to his dad and knew that his
Oh,
dad
I
was
seen
okay.
that.
And I was
Yeah.
like, man, like
Mm-hmm.
we take every day for granted.
Yeah,
So
pe-
you know how like George Bush got a lot of backlash because of the amount it took for him to react for Katrina. Do you think Trump pretty much reacted as soon as like a lot better? I guess.
Hell yeah. He had signed orders before landfall.
He was ready, right?
Yeah, he had already signed. There was already FEMA, federal agents were already on the floor or on the ground before
The The
It
storm
had even
got
hit.
there.
Yep, before landfall. when it was still at sea and shit, out in the ocean, or in the Gulf.
Did they just go to Corpus Christi, or they went to Houston and Corpus Christi?
Well, no, they knew that it was gonna skip because Corpus Christi got lucky as hell, man. It just kind of skipped over them. But yeah, there was FEMA was ready. They were lined up, ready. So it could have been a whole lot worse.
Well, you can see right away because of people who were getting out, right away.
Yeah.
People were getting
Even the people
taken
with
out.
boats going in, they knew, like volunteers and stuff.
Gotcha.
You know what else I heard too was people actually a pastor that owned a big,
Oh, yeah, that dude's a jerk.
Oh, yeah, fuck
church.
that guy. Yeah.
He closed down the church because of water damage.
He
or
claimed
because of the
it was
flooding.
flooded. It was bullshit.
Yeah, and it looked perfectly fine.
They even had some guys on, what was it, like Occupy Democrats? They had some guy like videotape himself go to the door, and he's like looking at the
Like the
door.
building?
He's like, this is bullshit. Like it's closed. Like all these people.
Yeah, it's because it seats like 16,000 people or something like that, right?
Dude, yeah.
Fuck,
that's
that's culero.
Right.
But I heard right before
Yeah.
I got here, I heard that he's gonna let people in. That's
Yeah.
what I heard.
Yeah,
Apparently-
after
yeah,
the
he was
public
saying-
backlash.
So he's saying now that
Right.
they were never actually closed. That's what he's saying
You
now.
could open the door anytime.
Yeah.
Wow.
We're a church. The doors are always open. If you got the key.
Through social media, he's like, "Well, fucked up. I better let him in."
Tell him
He
it's
did. That's
unlocked.
how it was. Dude, okay, fuck. Gotta let
Gotta
these
wash your
dudes
hands.
in.
Most
Shit.
churches, you just gotta go through the back door, right?
Yeah. It's a
I
church.
guess.
Doors should be open all the
Yeah.
time. It's a church. That's the way I see
Sneak
it.
in because you're there late. Nah, I got a good way in. No one will see us.
Nah, and I mean, I like I said, prayers go out to anybody in Houston out there, anybody struggling, and wish you the best. I know all help is heading your way. I mean, you guys probably not watching this at all, but I mean, anybody who has family out there, our prayers are with you.
My cousin's in Katy, Texas, and he didn't think he was going to get affected as much.
Mm.
And it's only like I guess it's about 45 minutes to an hour away from Houston. It's one of the biggest like suburbs, And he said that right now they're flooding, like they're shutting down everything. His house, he said, is okay, but he's lucky. He was showing like video, and it's up to the top of the curb, so like he was,
Like, barely.
and it's still raining. So
That's the problem. It's still raining.
And the reason I'm bringing this up is because I think he is one. So you know.
Okay.
Oh, nice.
His dad, my other cousin, obviously I don't know how many, second cousin, however that works. He lives in Houston, and I think he's staying in Katy right now with his son. My
Yeah.
cousin.
Well, our prayers are with them, man. I hope everybody makes it out. I know a lot of people couldn't leave, whatever the issue was, but hopefully everybody makes it out safe. On a crazier note, I guess, this weekend we had a major fight. I guess you can call it that. A lot of people did. Me personally,
Mixed match.
I was just glad to see Mayweather one more time. He's one of my favorite boxers. But, I mean, what do you guys think, man? Do you think it was a fixed fight? Do you think it was bullshit?
Nah.
Anthony, what do you say?
Alright, so man, I just think those are two of the most they're badasses. The UFC, boxing world, those were icons, and they had a fight, and they were like, "Hey, we're gonna duke it out." We're gonna sell the shit out of this fight.
Yep.
Basically.
You're gonna get paid. I'm gonna get paid.
Yeah.
Everyone's gonna get
Either
paid.
way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I knock your ass out.
Yeah.
You're getting money.
Yeah.
Well, it was his biggest payday, right? So
Yeah.
Yes.
Who, Mayweather?
No.
Oh yeah, by
McGregor.
far. I hear
McGregor's.
that like his best fight before that was only 15 million.
Yeah.
And for this one he got like 100.
Yeah.
So
So look, before we actually get everybody's opinion, let's play the video, just the quick highlights of how the fight played out. And I think we all expected that,
I think personally it's like a mixed match. Like,
Well, it was his backyard.
Nah, it starts.
These are the highlights.
Nah, it starts right now.
Connor punches like big back. It's so
Yeah.
He was hitting like this, like
It's because it's too straightforward.
he's not even blocking his face.
Douche, douche, douche.
Mayweather's just waiting for a shot.
Conor
I
McGregor
think it
is
was
too
all
short
trash.
term. He's a short term fighter. Poor bastard. He couldn't go the
man,
distance.
dude, he was-
Horrible boxer.
yeah.
Horrible boxer.
Dude, if you're
was
not
a
ready to go 12 rounds, don't come to fucking boxing, man. Like, you're not really doing it for the fans, You're not ready to fight the whole fight.
He did a good job.
I watched the Della Hoya fight against Mayweather.
Oh, that was a good fucking fight. Now
Dude.
that's a fight. Now that's a fucking
Not to like
fight.
put down this fight, but I want to see the Canelo fight against that Kennedy, the dude from
That's gonna be a
the.
sick fight.
Dude, that dude has like all 5 belts. He has like.
But look,
As you
For
know,
the-
we stop talking about this.
yeah,
That's because we all got upset.
Nah, because he got all, look at that, he got all boxed.
Yeah.
Dude, like round 6 to 10, like Floyd just took over.
Oh, there it is.
Reminds me of Peter versus Homer or
tired.
something.
Tired.
Look at that, dude. And
He was
dude, this
talking
is-
way too much shit to be tired.
Dude, this is Mayweather at 40 years old, dude. He looks sloppy as fuck. That's not regular Mayweather.
Right.
And he still fucking won.
You know what it was reminding me the whole time I was watching it? The Great White Hype. You guys remember that movie?
No.
No? You guys suck.
So what happens or what?
The exact same thing happens. The exact same thing happens.
Fucking up my back.
Yeah, no, dude.
Oh,
Yes.
too far back or what?
That's why
I'm
I'm like,
gonna try to play it cool on the fucking camera and shit, but I'm fucking up my back back here. I'm all back here.
The cat will swallow you.
Who's this guy? Wait a minute. Oh.
But the fight.
yeah, no, terrible fight. I mean, I guess it was what we expected it to
It
be.
was
you
fun
know,
to
man.
watch, though.
Yeah, it was
Oh, yeah.
entertainment.
It was entertaining. Yeah.
It was interesting to watch.
But Triple G
It's upsetting
Canelo is
to
definitely
watch.
what I'm looking
Well,
forward
for
to.
sure. Those motherfuckers can fight.
I heard that if they have another fight, it's gonna be $1 billion purse.
Wait,
No
who
way,
is this?
man.
Between who?
$1 billion.
A
purse.
$1 billion
them two?
purse.
$1 billion.
Yeah. If
No
they
way.
fight
It was
again.
like they're not gonna fight
Oh,
again.
hell
No, I don't think so.
Nah,
Mayweather's
that
not
won't
gonna.
happen.
He
I
was
would
already
not
pulled
buy
out of
the fight.
retirement.
Fuck
I
no.
think they would have done it if Mayweather would have lost.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh yeah,
But
Like
that
a
was
bonus?
That was not gonna happen from the
Since we all know it
beginning.
was rigged, it
That
would
would've
have
been-
been.
Nah.
that would have been embarrassing for him.
All right, moving on.
Poor tired bastard.
Moving on to some tech stuff. I know Leonard, Steven, we're gonna be talking a few games. New releases coming out in the next month or so. Pretty classic games, to be honest with you.
Very classic.
I don't know which. Are we gonna start off with
Which one do you
Carson?
want?
Yeah, the Gran Turismo Sport. This is an upcoming game. It should be coming out in October, so pretty soon here.
Yeah, 17th, I believe.
Yeah, on October 17th. So it's like playing on the same Gran Turismo concept as before,
Yeah,
where it's a competition setting.
Where
And did
on
you
the
know
hardest
that this
difficulty,
is-
It's hard to make one turn.
Yeah, man.
Well, it's because you
Well,
have
you
it on
gotta turn
real.
with it, you gotta
You have
turn
it on
with it.
real.
Like-
Yeah, you have to put it like on fantasy settings
It's
where it's like you could turn with a finger, you know?
Yeah,
It's like,
because
here, beat this guy that makes every turn. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Well, no, it's because they put a lot of physics into it. It's a driving
Yeah.
simulator, it's not a driving game.
Driving's easier than that game.
Well, it's because you drive at like 50, 60, 70, 80, possibly 90 miles an hour, right?
Yeah, true. Yeah.
These guys are look at this
Put
guy.
some serious hours.
Mustang on a dirt road and hauling ass 85
And then
miles an
the
hour.
graphics are badass, man.
Yeah,
They
the
put
graphics
the-
are. Look at that 4K.
They put so much attention to the detail on the cars
The lighting.
and the tracks.
Oh, God.
Yeah, man, the lighting. In this one, they're not gonna have variable weather, so I don't know how I feel about that. Like the
I don't
weather's
know how I feel about that.
the weather's not gonna be changing as you're driving, which
But-
is something that.
Oh,
happens
so if
in
it's
real
sunny,
life.
it's going to be
But-
sunny.
Mhm.
If it
I
got
think
you.
that means that they're going to spend more time with the rest of it, which means it's really
No.
sick, right?
You know what that tells me? That tells me it's like a DLC update and it's going to be out like a month after the shit
Yeah,
goes up.
maybe.
The package.
Yeah, that's what that
Yeah.
tells me.
You know what I'm actually interested is the VR. Actually, this Gran Turismo is actually going to implement the VR, virtual reality. You're going to be able to actually be in the driver's seat.
Now
Yeah,
that's
look
dope,
around.
dude.
Okay.
Yeah, that's
Okay,
dope.
now we're
That's
talking.
really cool if you have the wheel set up.
Yeah.
There's
the
a
pedals
helmet
and stuff.
that you bite it with this?
Oh no, you get.
Or
the
did I just make
PlayStation
that
VR
shit up?
No, you make you get the PlayStation VR thing,
Oh,
and then
okay.
you wear it.
I like the
And
helmet
when
better.
you're looking around, that way you're not just looking forward. I think that's what makes it hard to play these games. Is that you're not just always looking forward when you're driving.
True.
Yes.
But if you're sitting in your chair at home with the wheel, you can just look to the side, and then you're looking at the left window or whatever you're looking at.
Yeah, I don't know, virtual.
And it's
crazy-
cool,
some
like,
crazy
I
shit,
think-
man.
So yeah, dude, they're gonna be doing actual races, actual competition
Tournaments,
races
yeah,
where It's done by the FIA, which is the governing body for these big international racing events, like the F1 and stuff. They're gonna the winner is gonna get money from the FIA. Second place, third place, just like a regular race. You're gonna be participating in an officially sanctioned race, from the governing body.
But this is in multiplayer?
Yeah, online.
No fucking way.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, definitely.
Dude, I played all these games.
They've done it before.
Mario Kart.
They've done it
Like, that's
before.
my
Like
shit.
they had I think it's a similar competition for an F1 game.
You know what that tells
And
me,
then
dude?
they brought that dude, or a rally game or some shit, and then they brought that dude into real world F1.
Real world scenario.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. If you're doing that if that's the closest thing to driving, simulator wise, right?
Right.
And you're outperforming all these other dudes, you can just get in a car, dude.
Right.
Yeah.
Just go get in a car, and I guarantee you can do the same thing.
Yeah, man.
Yep.
No, it's true.
No,
It's
dude,
true.
like the flight simulator with like my quads and stuff.
With the drones.
Same
and
shit.
Yeah.
Same shit.
That's pretty
Simulator
And
saves
you
your
don't
Yeah,
have
life.
the
I think-
danger of dying, but I mean, you can definitely try.
It's
it.
easier.
Well,
Also,
I'm
it
gonna
like builds
risk
up the
my life when
confidence.
I'm gonna be getting paid,
Yeah,
several
exactly.
$1 million.
Yeah, simulator
per
builds up
race.
confidence. Simulator builds up a lot of confidence.
Yeah.
So for the
Alright, so
second
which-
game that
which
we
one
got
next?
today is
The
Super Mario Odyssey on the Nintendo Switch. Yeah, the Mario
Dude,
man.
this is the best fucking console ever created, I think. It's just easy. It's very...
The
Yeah,
Switch?
it's cool, 'cause
Hey,
Hey, you
take
can
it
get
with
it here
you.
in town.
You
Like
can take it with
everywhere
you and
there's
play,
a shortage.
play it on the bus or
in the
wherever
nation
you're
or
at.
something.
That's pretty cool.
And then this game does follow like the Super Mario 3D world, like Sunshine. Like it's the 3D world's continuation. It's gonna come out rather soon as well, on the 28th actually of October.
Yeah, and then it puts a spin on
What
on
the
Mario. So Mario's the hat, pretty much.
Mario's a
in the hat or
hat.
something. And you can transfer
In the
Mario's,
computer?
You can transfer Mario's
files are
Mario's
in the
consciousness into
computer.
other characters if you
What
put the
the
hat on
fuck?
him. So
Whatever
we'll
you
see
put the
that.
hat on becomes Mario?
Yeah, you'll see right now.
That is so dope.
Yeah, they
Bowser.
put a concept in hats, I guess, in this one.
Dude, what are these guys
See, the hat is the
in
says-
Japan on, man?
Play this hard.
They're on something.
Look, it's Mexican
Some of the
Mario.
Japanese sake.
Dude, I'm tripping balls, bro.
Look what I just did.
We're gonna turn Mario into a hat.
Look, it's Frog Mario.
What the hell?
Frog, bro.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
feeling
like in
it.
the original ones, you
I
can turn
understand.
into
Well,
a
yeah,
frog.
well, no, you're not trying. In the original ones, you wore a frog suit.
Yeah,
You
have
wear
the
a frog
You
suit.
didn't become. Look, see, you're becoming.
He's
Bullet
becoming.
Mario.
He's becoming Bullet Bill. Yes.
Bullet
Yes.
Bill? Is that his actual name?
Yeah.
That's some good logic.
Right, man. But look,
That's
it's like
possession.
Mexico,
I
the
can't play
game.
this game. I can't. No, it goes against all my Sunday teachings.
Mexican Mario. I don't know whether to like it or be offended.
No, you're gonna like it. Not only are you gonna like it, but you're gonna buy
You're
it.
gonna buy the fucking
You're gonna buy it.
Was he wearing all white? Is he asleep?
Wow.
I don't know.
Okay.
It's Colonel Sanders Mario.
Colonel Sanders.
As a black man, I will not say anything. I won't. What the fuck?
Oh, dude, that was a human.
Yeah,
That was like a
man,
regular
look, it's a
person.
tank.
What the hell?
And a dead dinosaur. or
Yep,
some
there it
shit,
is.
a
Dead
flying
dinosaur. Yep. Oh, he
happened
fucking
to
the Night
Yoshi,
King. He
man?
Game of Thrones him.
Yeah.
Obviously, this is
Crazy.
More for little kids.
Oh,
Yeah, right, dude.
no way.
Yeah, right.
30-year-olds.
It's for whoever. It's for whoever
curious,
wants
bro.
to play it.
Well, that too. I mean,
Just like Mario Party is for kids. Yeah, right.
It's rated E for everyone, so because everyone can
so
play
go
it.
buy it now.
Yeah.
or grown up.
I wanna buy it.
drugs. You know? Or grown-ups on drugs.
This guy.
They have to say that
Kids.
on the when they sell it for kids and adults on drugs.
Whatever, dude. I don't know many like 10-year-olds that can go out and buy these games.
$60 at $60
Yeah.
a pop. No way.
Get the hell out of here.
Games are fucking.
Do you know 10-year-olds?
I try not to know a lot of
They're just like, oh yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and buy the new one. Yeah. You know what? Give me 2 because I don't
Yeah.
like my brother. I'm not gonna share.
It's because past a certain point, I just stopped hanging out with 10-year-olds too.
So we had a great show today. I want to thank everybody, special guests, for coming in. Any last words you guys want to tell your fans out there, man?
I don't know if I mentioned it. I don't think I did. But on the horror flick, I'm going to have a fan page pretty soon. So just check out mine, like my Facebook page. It's not like a fan page. It's just my regular Facebook page, Anthony Ryan Aguilar. Sorry. And just add me, and then you'll see it. I'm going to put it like 1 million times, probably every hour, and I'll put the fan page. So if you're an actor, if you're anybody that wants to do sound, lighting, anything that wants to help out with the movie, I can't pay you in money at first, but eventually, you know, like we'll find a way. And so if you want to go on the fan page, I'm probably going to do like a GoFundMe thing and all that other stuff, but stay tuned.
Awesome. Anthony?
Anthony Austin Brown, you want to follow me? Shit, that is up to you, but you got some great shit coming to you, man. As I sit here,
Back broken.
only black guy in the middle.
Wait a minute. What's gonna happen?
I slouch. I slouch.
Oh, it was the slouching. That's what it was.
I don't even know how to sit in this shit.
Somebody get him a
But
telephone
Anthony
book.
Austin Brown, man, you can follow me, and you will meet me eventually. I'm everywhere, dude.
All right, awesome.
Nice.
Want to thank everybody out there for watching. Next episode coming to you next Tuesday. Subscribe, like the page. Thank you, El Paso.
All right, peace.
Yeah, leave us a comment too. Don't forget.
Yeah, and subscribe. God damn it, subscribe.
Fuck, these are keywords.
Oh yeah, good night.